Quiet, continual communion with Father. Speak, move, act in peace, as if you were in prayer. Do everything without eagerness, as if by the Spirit of God. As soon as you perceive your natural impetuosity impelling you, retire into the sanctuary where dwells the Father of spirits. Listen to what you hear there, and then neither say or do anything but what He dictates in your heart. You will find that you will become more tranquil, that your words will be fewer and more to the purpose, and that with less effort you will accomplish more good. I do not recommend here a perpetual struggle of the understanding about something impracticable, but a habit of quietness and peace in which you may take counsel of God with regard to duty. This you will find a simpler and shorter consultation than the eager and tumultuous debates that you usually hold with self when you yield to your own natural impetuosity. When the heart is fixed on God, it can easily accustom itself to suspend the natural movements of ardent feeling and to wait for the favorable moment when the voice within may speak. This is the continual sacrifice of self and the life of faith. This death of self is a blessed life, for the grace that brings peace succeeded the passions that produced trouble. Endeavor to acquire a habit of looking to this light within you. Then all your life will gradually become a prayer. Lay aside the ardor of mind which exhausts your body and leads you to commit errors. Accustom yourself gradually to carry prayer into your daily occupations. The life of faith produces two things. First, it enables us to see God in everything. Secondly, it holds the mind in a state of readiness for whatever may be His will. We must trust to God for whatever depends upon Him, and only think of being faithful ourselves in the performance of our duties. This continual, unceasing dependence, this state of entire peace and acquiescence of the soul in whatever may happen, is the true silent martyrdom of self. It is so slow and gradual and internal that they who experience it are hardly conscious of it. Courage is a certain elevation and strength of mind with which people overcome everything. Those minds that are guided by the Spirit of God and that are conscious of their own weakness do what is necessary to be done without being aware of their own strength and without any assurance of success. They endure and overcome by an inexplicable power that is within them, without their knowing it, which comes to them as occasion requires, as if it were borrowed, and that they do not think of appropriating to themselves. Insensibly, or imperceptibly and unconsciously, they are able to bear every trial to the very end, in peace and simplicity, without any other desire than that the will of God be fulfilled. They do not know themselves how all this comes to pass. They scarcely know what is in their own hearts, and they do not seek to know. If they endeavored to know, they would lose something of their simplicity. It is like water. The less taste and color it has, the purer it is, and it is its purity that makes it transparent. This love of the will of God becomes upon every occasion just what it should be, that it may conform itself to Him. When God bestows any blessing upon you, look only to Him in the comfort that you receive, and take every day of the manna that He sends you, as the Israelites did, without making yourself any provision for the morrow. When God deprives you of any blessing, He can replace it either by other instruments or by Himself. He who has fed you today will take care of you tomorrow. We shall sooner see the manna fall from heaven in the desert than the children of God shall want support. It is only imperfection that complains of what is imperfect. God bears with imperfect beings with merciful patience and endurance, and even when they resist His goodness. The more perfect we are, the more gentle and quiet we become toward the defects of others. Receive from others what they are able to give, as from trees, the fruits that they bear.